Okay. There's Philip and his Cub Scout. Oh, that looks nice.
First of all, we'll go through the activity pins. These kids got a whole shirt sleeve full of these things. David Galvin has earned his family member, communicator, engineer, geologist, and naturalist. And he's got some compass points there. Philip Parker has earned his communicator, geologist, forester, athlete, and compass points. Colin Parent.
And it's a long time together. They've really bonded, and they're all going into Boy Scouts together, so we're really proud of them. It's been a wonderful time. Favorite, because this is the last time I'm going to be doing this. So I want to do the rain applause, okay? Pardon me? Okay, ready? Now we're going to start out. It's just going to be sprinkling. Then we're going to get louder and louder and louder, and then we're going to go back down to sprinkling. Are you ready?
Pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter, big drop, big drop. Fly.
Thank you.
This is the fearsome duo that they run through scouting like tornado. They are, I think, the most, well, I can't say for the others, but this is one fine-tuned set of den leaders, I'll tell you. It's a perfect combination, I think. Linda is very artsy, craftsy, and deals with the boys real well, and Dale handles all the administrative things and gets them going from one step to the other and makes sure all of the achievements are there. And these boys have earned almost everything. Is there anything that they haven't earned? No.
By the authority vested in me by the National Guard of Honor of Boy Scouts of America, it is my distinct privilege and pleasure to pronounce you Eagle Scouts. May the oath you've taken remain brave in your heart forever. Congratulations.
Right up here.
Oh. Matt, you always make a dramatic entrance.
I do try. But anyway, I've grown up with these three guys. One's my brother. And, well, actually, I consider all three of my brothers right now. Because I've been through so much with these guys. And I just wanted to say I'm very proud of you guys. And I'm glad that you made it to Eagle. You guys really deserve it. Good job.
You know, I searched and searched and searched. I couldn't come up with more than 40, 50 stories about Phil Parker. So the hard part was coming up with the right one. But you're taller than me, aren't you? Didn't used to be that way. Phil's very sensitive. He's a lot of fun. He's always got that good. I do that too. Phil's a very sensitive young man. I love hiking with him. We've gone to the Sierras, these three and I, the last 3 years. And we've had a lot of fun. I've taken on some real easy little hikes, like Delray Lakes, 2 passes, 15 miles in a day. We've had some great times. But this last trip, we were at Thousand Island Lakes. And it was windier than heck for a couple of days. And while at Thousand Island Lakes, Phil and I, we were going to break camp again at 5 in the morning. We had about 10, 11 miles to hike out. And we wanted to get home that day. So I said, okay, we're going to break camp at 5 in the morning. And as we came down, and Thousand Island Lakes is just as it implies. The name implies. You have 1,000 islands out there. There's rocks everywhere. And we swam to them when Curtis McKenzie and I. It was about 20 feet offshore, and we got back in real quick. But when Phil and I got up and we getting ready to break camp, we came down and across the back, just the most beautiful mountains, and every island was reflected in this perfectly still lake. As the sun's coming up from the east, it's absolutely stunning. And Phil, standing next to me, we're going to hike, and he says, you know, I wish I brought my camera. He says, God will remember this for the rest of my life. And I thought that was pretty neat. turning around, I took a picture of him. You may see it on our slideshow that we're going to follow from this morning. But it's not just he's a sensitive young man. He has this incredible sense of smell. Same Mount Whitney trip. Hang in there, boy.
Doug, there's no need for this story.
This is the same Mount Whitney trip. Don't keep kind of coming from here, son. This is one of my favorite songs. This is the same Mount Whitney trip. Got up 5 in the morning. Beautiful day. We were blessed with perfect weather. And, you know, the desert down here on the east, the heat starts rising, and you get this nice upslope drafting. And as we're walking up that 99 switchbacks, I mean, they're only about 40 feet long. You turn around and go the other way, so it's steep. And 96, thank you. All 3 of them are brighter than me. So anyway, I never let the Thanksgiving wing do stories. Your job is to sit here and blush. At any rate, we're going up this 96 switchbacks. And I want the boys to rest because they've been altitude sickness and stuff. So we all rest there. And we're sitting on rocks and everything. And suddenly, Philip says, I smell a woman. Now, this is a bunch of men who've been out there for 3, 4 days, all baths, sleeping on the dirt. I mean, I was quite fresh, but he smelled it. And I said, Phil. He goes, no, I really do smell it. I really do. And so we're sitting there, and honest, about 3 or 4 minutes later, up the switchback, here comes this woman. And when she went by, she had this perfume on. Oh, my eyes started watering. And I'm telling you, Phil smelled her from a couple 100 yards away. There's a sister. About some of the things we do. Boys, you can move forward here again, please, if you would. Right here.
Good evening. Thanks for all coming tonight. Throughout my years in scouting, I have visited many places that most people only dream of. From the peak of Mount Whitney, to the shores of Ray Lakes, to the waters of the Colorado River, to the sands of the Anza-Borrego Desert, my trail of memory stretches. Tonight, I am going to show you the serenity of the High Sierras. Just close your eyes and see in your mind's eye the picture as it is painted. Open your ears and hear silence. Not the silence that isn't in an empty room, but nature's silence. A most complete yet incomplete silence filled with a small insect's whirrings, the breeze through the afternoon air, the waters of a lake lapping up on a perfect shore. Under your feet, the crunching of the stiff, meadowy grass is barely audible as you walk without direction along the serene lake shore. The sights are beautiful. Lifting your head to take a deep draw on the high mountain air, you find yourself gazing at the deep blue sky. Dancing across the skies are ever-changing, healthy white clouds. Some stretching across the sky, others billowing up and up for miles. The higher level winds never cease to animate them into an ever-playing cartoon of unlimited characters. Moving your gaze to the lake, you see the warm afternoon sun shining and glinting off the earthy water. Following the breeze-blown undulations in the water, you see them meet with a seemingly unnatural shore that looks more like the edge of a swimming pool than a lake. Walking over to the edge to investigate, you find that the water does not lap up onto the green of the meadow. The meadow simply ends in a curl, and a 6-inch chop straight down to meet the miniature waves. Lifting your eyes from the intriguing shoreline, you, for the first time, notice what you are surrounded by, and it captivates you. Standing with an ominous presence over the lake, the most majestic creation you have ever seen seems to stare back at you, keeping a watchful eye over the lake and its surrounding valley. The mountain takes you in and holds you there, so you don't want to let go of looking at those sights. Looking around you, your surroundings suddenly become a reality. Until now, you were only an observer in a picture gallery. With chills running like butterflies up and down your spine, you say to yourself, look where I am. It's so beautiful. It's me and all this. All this. You feel complete. Nothing is wanting. All you need is within reach. You are complete. And I do feel complete. This mountain reality is like my life. Each small component, the things I can feel, the sounds, the smells, the sights, all of them are like a little part of my life. My scouting, scholastics, music, religion, friends, and family are all a large and integral part of my life. Without them, I would not be the same person. Very much the same as if the lake were taken out of the mountains, it would be an entirely different setting. My completeness can be attributed to each of you here tonight, my educators in life. I sincerely and deeply thank you all. Thank you.
School officials say they want to continue to see improvement. A new program aimed at doing just that got off the ground last month in the Grossmont Union High School District. I spoke with some of the students today who are part of that program.
You have to go to the Y=, key, but before you do that...
Ann Dahl studies hard in her classes at Valhalla High School in El Cajon. She studies hard after school, too.
I do take time out of my busy schedule to go to the SAT class because it is very important.
She's one of a number of students practicing for the SAT in classes after school or on Saturday.
Those classes get you really familiar because you take at least 5 practice exams and then you go into the real testing situation and it's just another practice one.
I'll just pick 22. Refugee is to asylum.
Since practice makes perfect, we practiced. In the most difficult level 5 section, the question reads, refugee is to asylum, as astronaut is to capsule, perfectionist is to frustration, consumer is to impulse, opportunist is to advantage, or director is to stage.
I would pick D, opportunist is to advantage, because just as a refugee seeks asylum, an opportunist would seek an advantage in a certain situation.
The answer came quickly and easily, and improvement, they say, from the first practice test to the second has been remarkable.
By 80 points. My math score improved by 70.
50 points.
50 points.
10 overall, but 50 in the verbal section.
The program is open to any sophomore and junior wishing to trade some free time for a chance to do well on the SAT and who does not want to pay for it.
We've had great leadership this year. And the next individual, Phil Parker, would you come on up? Phil was in the festival of the Sea Band, our jazz band, our marching band, our symphonic band. He was in the string orchestra this year, lettered in the orchestra, drum major, and president. I have been teaching. I've been in the teaching profession for 36 years, most of that time teaching high school. And I can honestly say I have never had a finer president, drum major, leader than I've had this year in Phil Parker. Phil is one of these leaders that leads by example. And he's been an example for all of us, including myself. And I'm happy to say that he won't be leaving the area until second semester, so we've got him for a semester to help work on this next year. Phil, it's been a real privilege and a real honor for me to have the opportunity to work with you this year. Thank you very much. For the instrumental program, most inspirational, voted by the students. He's a very appropriate vote. That goes to Phil Parker.
It's the end, huh? Yeah, you went to that. Finals are almost here, we're almost done. I'm going to try to stay up here as long as I can so we can keep this moment for a long time, okay? Alright. Look around, you guys. Look at all the faces you saw at the beginning of the year. All the ones that were new to you, and those that were familiar. Now close your eyes. See yourself at band camp. And remember that, too. We were just a big group of kids gathered on an uncomfortably large football field. Through the course of a band camp, we got to know each other through circumstance, learning to work together as a team, working toward a common goal, achievement. Well, throughout the past year, we traveled all over Southern California and the Pacific, doing what we do best as a team, playing and performing with heart. With each competition, we took our performance up to a new level, clicking past one more tooth on the ratchet of success. Although our success on the field and street is what we have consciously strived for, it is not the only success we have achieved. The other success I am talking about is one often overlooked, one of friendship and family. Look around you again and see all the people that were strangers to you before our great year of success began, but are now a valuable part of your day. The bonds we have formed here are the result of a great program and a great environment provided by some of the greatest educators alive. They don't just teach music and routines, but teach life lessons called enjoying what you do and making it fun. Mr. A, Carl, Barbie, and Adrienne have made this year bliss. We, the Regiment and Pageantry Corps, thank you with a simple but heartfelt thanks.